Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and today is Saturday, which means I talk about whatever I want. The next couple weeks, I'm sure we'll be talking about Thanksgiving movies and the holidays. But I want to address a question that I get asked all the time, and I've never addressed it really here on the or on the YouTube channel before, maybe very briefly. But as a movie critic, I am at the theater on average 2 to 3 times a week. In Las Vegas, this is more for all my local viewers and not so much everyone, but people ask me all the time, what is your favorite movie theater? Kind of always depends on the situation. The Brendan Theaters at the Palms, they have a great IMAX theater that I do enjoy going to. I saw Interstellar there at the Palms, and it was great. It was a marvelous experience. It's just not my go-to theater. Red Rock is quite far from me distance-wise, but it's also a theater that I just don't go to enough. I've never gone recreationally. Like a lot of these theaters I'll go to recreationally. Red Rock isn't one of them. I'll only go to screenings there. And I enjoy that. The theaters are very large, which is very, very nice. But a lot of theaters here, for people who don't understand, Las Vegas, a lot of theaters are in casinos. Right? So you have to go through the casino parking garage. You got to walk through the casino to get to the theater. And I'm not trying to be lazy here, but, just going through the casino always kind of makes it a bigger deal. You're going through smoke. You're going through all the, you're hearing all the noise. It's just kind of always a hassle. But I will say that my favorite theater, hands down, is the AMC Theater in Town Square. It is where Mr. Me and James Shue film every single week. And I'm not paid to say this. AMC doesn't sponsor me, but I truly love that theater. I am there at least once a week, for sure, at that specific theater, and I absolutely love it. Twice a week, easily. And I absolutely love it there. The staff is so great. The theaters are comfortable. I find a lot of issues with seats other places. I won't say exactly where. But the staff is really friendly. Everyone on that staff is amazing. The concessions. I don't drink, but there's a great bar that people always talk about loving. I've always just found very comfortable there. And I think it's because I filmed there for the past 4 or 5 years that I find it to be such a favorite place of mine. I mean, it's a home away from home. Like I said, I definitely am there 2 days a week, easily. And I just have connected with so many people there. I find their theaters to be always well set up, always clean. The smaller theaters have a much bigger seats that are really nice and cushiony, and they're leather. For the huge movie theaters, they are more the standard seats, but none of them are ever broken. Like I go in a theater so many times and seats are broken, they're dirty, and AMC Town Square has never done that to me, and I love it. I will go there for any time I have to go see a movie. I go there. It is the best theater in Las Vegas, in my opinion. Absolutely the one to go to. So I hope that answers the question. I don't know why I get that question a lot, but I do. I mean, it's did you see this? And what theater do you go to all the time? I'm always at AMC Town Square. What's another one that we go to? South Point's okay. The South Point Theater, the Cinemark in there, or is that a Century? I believe it's a Century Theater now that I think about it. Downtown Summerlin is really, really great. They are a Regal Theater, Regal Colonnade, or a Regal Downtown Summerlin 5, I believe it is. They have all the reclining seats. That also brings me to the Galaxy Theater in Henderson, which I like, but to be honest, as much as people love, and I mean, people tell me all the time, I got to go to the Galaxy or Downtown Summerlin, and I need to sit in the recliner. I honestly, I don't like those, to be honest with you. I actually really like being front and kind of centered and focused on a movie. Laying back as far as you can lay back in those theaters isn't a good thing always, especially if you're in a bad movie, because then you might doze off. But I will say, I love that you have this arm, like a desk kind of thing, like you do in school, or when you're in high school, you kind of pull that thing out and push it down for your popcorn and your food. But I, of course, use it as a desk to keep notes. Now, you could sit up in those leather seats, which is okay, but I remember seeing Ex Machina in the Downtown Summerlin 5, which is a great theater. It's small, there's only 5 screens in that theater, which is really nice, but Ex Machina is such a quiet film that when people were adjusting their seats, I could hear it, and it became a distraction to me because that movie is so quiet. So, I guess I am kind of picky when it comes to theaters. I never really noticed it. I mean, I anywhere that I can watch a movie, I'm happy. But I definitely have a preference. If I'm going to see a movie, or I miss a movie, if I miss a pre-screening, or I want to go see something again, AMC Town Square is where I go. Another quick question I want to answer is, where do I sit in the theater, or if I get popcorn every time, things like this. And I know most of you guys out there don't really care to hear this, but I do get these questions a lot, and because my fan base has been getting a lot more interactive, I want to address these questions. I am an aisle sitter. A lot of people like that dead middle seat. I would hate to be in that spot. I always prefer an aisle seat, usually the right-hand side of a theater, maybe 3 or 4 rows up. Not on the floor, but on the second, when we walk in, you could either go down here or you could go up here. 3 or 4 stairways up, that aisle seat on the left is usually my golden spot. I'm an aisle sitter because I like room. I write, so I don't want to ever be on someone's armrest in writing. Not that our press screenings are always full, or I could, in the press area, I have my room, but I've just always liked that. And then I don't have to walk past people if I ever go to the bathroom, which is rare. But again, in case it does happen, it's nice not to go through that. Definitely an aisle sitter. As concessions, no, I really rarely ever get popcorn. The only time I really see myself getting popcorn or any snacks is if it's just to eat something quickly before a movie starts, or if I've seen the movie already and I'm not going to review it or it going to be work, because I honestly do see watching a movie as work. I got to be focused. I want to have my notes available. And if I'm eating popcorn, you can get distracted easily. I guess not. I don't want to make it seem like it's a chore and I can't have it, but I can. But I'm very weird about having hands that are dirty and then writing on stuff. I don't know. I just have a sick mind, and I have a lot of issues, and I guess that's the reason why I don't get popcorn. But I do occasionally. I usually always get a drink if I don't bring my own. Yeah, in press screenings, they don't really care if you're bringing in your own beverage, because if I bought a beverage every time I'm at a theater, I'd probably be spending $30-$40 a week on drinks, which is crazy. But usually, if I get anything, I'll get a pop, and I will be all set for my movie-going experience. And yes, I do take notes. It's another question I get. I take a lot of notes, even when, no matter what. It's always good to have a pad of paper with me. People say, why don't you use your phone? Well, if you use your phone, you're disrupting people in the movie. I hate when people do that. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Because I don't want to get the glare from your phone in my face. But I write pen and paper, and I take it everywhere. I write notes for everything, even these videos. I'm taking notes. I'm sure you've seen them before, but I do take notes during my screenings. And yeah, so just some basic questions people asking me. If you have any questions yourself, you could always ask me at Jacob Toronto, at JACOBTIRANNO, or of course at Chasing Cinema. Either way, I'll be able to answer. Or you could leave your questions down here in the comment sections below. Give this video a thumbs up to let me know you appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Toronto. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure to check out the videos we did yesterday. I reviewed Love the Coopers, the new film starring Alan Arkin, John Goodman, and Diane Keaton. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today, and please continue chasing cinema. Three or four stairs, levels, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, but that are very nice, a really